If you follow me on my social media pages, especially on Twitter, you'll notice that I've been talking about Yoshi's Crafted World pretty much non-stop since Friday. And the reason why that is because me and my wife sat down on Friday and we played the game together. Now, this is significant because my wife is not a video gamer. She pretty much condemns my video gaming 9 times out of 10. It takes a really good story or really cute gameplay to really draw her in. And the latter is definitely what drew her in with Yoshi's Crafted World. The thing that makes Yoshi's Crafted World so special is the fact that it truly has a little bit of something for everybody. From its slightly off-tune music all the way to the crafted items you see throughout the game, Yoshi's Crafted World is chock full of charm. Being a first-party Nintendo game, you would expect the graphics to be top-notch, and Yoshi's Crafted World is no exception to this. Graphics are crisp, defined, and really pop off the screen, whether you're playing in handheld mode or in docked mode. Where Yoshi's Crafted World really shines, though, is in the variety it has to offer. Each level feels completely different than the last, both in game mechanic and level design. There were levels where I'd find myself using a magnet to climb up a tin can, and then other levels where I'd be in a giant Yoshi robot where I'd have to duke it out against boxes and enemies. And then there was another one where I was in a solar-powered car trying to avoid shadows so that I can get the boost on my enemies. And then there was another one where I was on a plane flying up and down trying to hit different balloons to get the daisies that I needed to get. And even more, such as being able to do this like arcade style shooter where I'm shooting my eggs towards different targets to try and earn a certain number of points. Everywhere I looked, Yoshi had something different to offer me. When it comes to difficulty, there's been a lot of question about whether Yoshi's Crafted World would be too easy or not, and I'm here to tell you that no, it is not an easy game. There are definite levels that present challenges, especially in co-op mode. Like for instance, the level Be Afraid of the Dark has these murderous clowns in them that have axes, things that you would not really typically expect of a kid's Yoshi game. And basically, these clowns chase you around with these axes, and they are really tricky to beat. More than once, I caught myself in a situation where I was pinned between 2 or 3 clowns, and then I would die, and I'd have to start from the last checkpoint. And there are other levels that are just as difficult as this one. To summarize the story, the Yoshis have been living on their island in peace for quite some time when Bowser Jr. and Comic both arrive to try and steal their dream gems. As they try to steal the 5 gems, basically they break apart, spreading across the entire map that you're about to explore. And so obviously your Yoshi has to go and explore different worlds in order to recover these dream gems and try to beat Bowser Jr. and Comic to those particular gems. The main story took me and my wife about 10 hours to complete. However, that being said, there is still a ton to do. There is a certain number of daisies that you have to collect. There is a certain number of red coins you have to collect, as well as normal coins that you have to collect. Plus, you have to try and make it through the entire level with all of your hearts. All of these things will earn you more daisies and more coins that you can use to unlock new costumes. In addition to trying to get all the red coins and daisies in a particular level, there is more, such as the flip side of it, where you have to find 3 Poochies in a certain set time limit in order to complete the level. Not to mention, did I tell you that the level was backwards? So you have to go through the entire thing backwards as well, which gives you a fresh take on the level. I would say you could easily get 30 to 40 hours of gameplay out of Yoshi's Crafted World, putting it up there with pretty much any other first-party Nintendo game that costs $60. With all of the great things Yoshi's Crafted World has going for it, I do have 2 minor complaints. The first complaint is that the red coins are actually disguised as gold coins, and I don't particularly understand why this is. In Mario courses, red coins are red coins, and you know exactly where they are. In Yoshi's Crafted World, it's very difficult to find the red coins because they are disguised as gold coins, and you don't know that they're red coins until you run into them. The other complaint that I have is one that I pretty much have had with Mario games recently, and that is that the boss fights were super easy. So you go through these levels that are actually fairly complicated, fairly intriguing, and then you get to a boss and you expect there to be a little bit of a difficulty increase because it's a boss. But in these Mario games recently and in this Yoshi Crafted World game, the boss is actually easier than the main levels. That being said though, Yoshi Crafted World is a overall stellar game that I really believe that every Switch owner who loves Mario games, who loves Nintendo first party games, should have in their collection. Well, that'll do it for today. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next video.